Dragon Ball Super, episode 98, finally. Oh, despair, uncertainty, a universe despairs. Mujō, Zetsubō, suru, uchū. As we left off, Goku was surrounded by Universe 9 fighters. He was surrounded by 5 fighters, the 3 Trio de Dangers, and 2 other wacky guys. So the fight begins, and Goku is basically having his rematch with Bergamo, and he uses a really cool key shield, which reminded me of the Green Lantern, what the Green Lantern does when he goes out into space. And I thought this was a bomb-ass concept, and very smart on Goku's part, so that he wouldn't give Bergamo any energy or whatever, because he's not actually making any kind of contact with Bergamo. It's just his ki that's hitting our shield, however that works, and also, of course, to shield from Lavenda's poison so that he can't become poisoned. And he later on tells, Vegeta to be careful of the poison, so Vegeta does this as well. But apparently he developed it with Gohan, which I don't know when they did that. It's very interesting to think about when these characters do things, but apparently he developed it with Gohan. So I guess while Goku is fighting Bergamo, the other 4 people are just down there, watching them, witnessing them? What are the other guys doing here? I don't know. We cut to Frieza. Frieza's beating E Honda, which I was kind of sad. I was hoping to see more of E Honda. I liked that guy and his fighting style and everything from the last episode. And as he's beating that guy, a bat guy starts flying down toward Frieza, and he does his thumbs up death beam. Good use of reanimation here. And come to think of it, it was a good use of reanimation for their little scuffle. The typical Dragon Ball Z loop fighting that they do with the animation. So the Trio de Dangers finally decide to team up, and I liked their coordination in this episode. Universe 9 had some very good coordination in this episode, going up against, an overwhelmingly more powerful opponent in Goku. So they do what they call the Triangle of Death, the Dangers Triangle. This move is badass, and I thought it was nice and unique, and it did actually remind me of Geese and Birder in the Frieza saga when they teamed up and they did that, what do you call it, the Blue Hurricane or something like that. If anybody knows off the top of their head, let me know in the comments. But Vegeta gets annoyed at Goku because obviously Goku is holding back. He doesn't want to go Super Saiyan or anything like that because Jiren and Toppo and guys much more powerful are off doing their own battles. They need to save their energy. So I didn't think this was gonna happen really. Vegeta jumps in and he's like, hey jackass, I got your back. And so Vegeta and Goku have a cool team up against the guys that were ganging up against Goku. And this makes sense because Universe 9 hates Goku more than the other universes. Obviously, they sent assassins over to kill Frieza and Goku. So I thought it was an interesting concept how their strategy is take out Goku. This guy might be the most dangerous person here, and they're probably right. So the other Universe 9 fighters join the fray after Vegeta arrives, and where were they before? Where were the other 2 guys that were surrounding Goku from the previous episode? We see that bunny person, and then we don't see them again until they're out of bounds. At least I don't think we see them again. So I thought that was kind of strange. I also enjoyed Lavenda's and Catwoman's team up versus Vegeta. That was really cool and really showing their teamwork, and Lavenda gets a giant ass hit on Vegeta's gut. But at the same time, I'm thinking, why are these guys struggling with these guys? Even on 2 versus 1 against Vegeta, I don't think Lavenda's that powerful, and this cat lady doesn't seem to be that powerful either, even though those claws look pretty dangerous. I'm thinking to myself, even in your base form, you shouldn't have trouble with most of these guys. But Super's power scaling, basically the power scale is whatever is cool, what makes things cool, what makes it fun. Who cares if it makes any sense or has any kind of continuity? I mean, let's face it, Dragon Ball, or at least from Dragon Ball Z, was inconsistent quite a lot of the time. So a lot of power-ups and stuff like that have to do with just pure plot convenience. So Basil, Lavenda, Bergamo, who knows, maybe they got immensely stronger. But in my mind during this fight, I'm like, you guys should not have any trouble with this Trio de Dangers. And I also thought it was interesting how Goku goes to punch this iron guy, and Supreme Kai's like, no, this guy's made of iron. Haha, you can't penetrate his skin. He's iron. You know, I'm just gonna say that he's not actually made out of iron, just like Iron Man. They're not actually made out of iron, that's just what they say. So this guy has incredibly tough skin, very interesting character for his part, and he spews fire. Unfortunately, we'll never get to see more of him. Oh, spoilers for the end of this episode, by the way. Hopefully you've already seen this episode before listening to this review, because this is a spoiler review. And Ciampa's a giant-ass dick. God damn. He's wanting Universe 9 to wipe out his brother's universe. His brother, who used freaking Zarama? Is that the dragon's name? The Super Dragon Ball dragon? He wished to bring Ciampa's Earth back. Like, what a nice move, and Ciampa's freaking rooting for the other team. What a dick. So then a guy freezes Vegeta's arm, and I'm thinking, okay, so he'll go Super Saiyan or find a way past the freezing or something. At that point, they had good cooperation, good strategy and everything, but they became overconfident and let their guard down. They let their cooperation kind of deteriorate a little bit, and that is when Goku Vegeta said, here's our chance. Both go Goku goes Super Saiyan first, knocks some guys out. And it was interesting, he was fighting Bergamo as a Super Saiyan, but I didn't see like the key barrier anymore, so I was thinking, why isn't Bergamo like getting bigger from the attacks that Goku was handing to him? Maybe they still had the barrier, but like the aura of Super Saiyan was covering up so he couldn't see it, who knows, it's whatever. So like I said, Vegeta is super ruthless. You know, Vegeta is somebody that just, like, he doesn't hold back like Goku does. He's like, you know what? These guys are infuriating to me. Boom! Like I said, hits the Catwoman lady through the fucking edge of the stage. Man, he doesn't care if you're man, woman, child, elderly. He's gonna knock your ass through that stage. So all that's left is the Trio de Dangers. Of course, after Frieza is done like torturing this bat guy, because earlier on he says, I'm gonna play with you. He decides to like torture this guy like off to the side of where everybody's at apparently, or something. And the guy's like, I'm done with this torture stuff, and he jumps his ass off the stage and then teleports to bleachers, and he's relieved, but then he realizes, oh, he's dead anyway. So it's down to the Trio de Dangers. They do this super cool, you know, primary colors attack. You know, they're brothers against Goku and Vegeta, who basically do a final freaking Kamehameha together, like a Vegito Kamehameha together, and it freaking forms together, goes against their primary color attack, and knocks them off the stage. That was so cool. Although they did turn Super Saiyan Blue, that was completely unnecessary. It's wacky, and all this stuff is full of kind of humor, a little bit of, you know, humorous undertones and wackiness, but it takes a very dark turn very quickly when all of the fighters are eliminated. Everybody's been speculating, do you get destroyed right away, or do you get to see the rest of the tournament unfold before you're destroyed? No, Zeno goes to his god pad, eliminates the rest of the person, then eliminates the entire universe. Super dark scene, very tense, and the music in this, the atmosphere, all of the characters were just like, can't believe what just happened. I can't believe he actually went through with it. Well, you know, it's Zeno. He doesn't give a fuck. These universes, these are just like little playthings to him. So he's like done with Universe 9, his plaything. It's time to go to the garbage, Universe 9. And then Zeno does his hand thing. And speaking of Zeno, this whole Zeno, there's a theory that it's Zamasu, Zami-chan. I really hope this is not the case. I think Zami-chan needs to just be dead and buried. But this theory could make sense in the context of this tournament. You know, he wants to destroy all of the mortals. So this is a good way to destroy all the mortals. Just have Zeno, you know, quote unquote, possess Zeno and destroy the universes. But then again, why would he wait for this tournament? Why wouldn't he just wipe them all out from the get-go? Who knows? I just hope it's not the case. It doesn't, I don't know, it just doesn't seem very interesting to me. So yeah, that was super dark overall, and I enjoyed the episode overall. I liked the key barrier thing. I hope we see something like that in the future. That's pretty cool. I feel like that's something that they can use to fight in space, just like Green Lantern. So that's the episode. Did you enjoy it? Let me know in the comments. Did you hate it? Let me know in the comments. Thank you very much for watching the review. I hope you enjoyed it. Please share the video out, and I'll catch you in the next one.